Hey guys, today we are going to learn how to create an RDS instance using the MySQL and how to import the data using a CSV file to the database. So here as usual we will involve in the three steps. So one is create an RDS instance with MySQL and then install MySQL Workbench and establish a connection and then import a CSV data to the tables of DB. Let's see the process in the three steps. Now I am in my AWS account. So search RDS, go to the RDS. So here already one instance is running. Okay, so click on the DB instances. Next, click on the create database. For now, let us take the option like easy create, and we are taking like MySQL. So we will go with a free tier as of now, and give the database name import data CSV. So username, keep it as like the admin, and the password. So we should not enter special characters here, slash or like a Android. And then click on create database. So it takes a bit time. Okay, so it's still creating the import database. So if you go to the steps, right, so create an RDS instance. Okay, MySQL. Right now we just save the credentials. I know the credentials, so I'm not saving it anywhere. Next we'll go to the MySQL Workbench. So I have already installed the MySQL Workbench. So let's Workbench. We'll save some time here. Okay, this is MySQL Workbench. So let's see if we have the DB created. So once you get the DB created, so you'll get the endpoint. Okay, so where we will connect it from our Workbench. So let's refresh and see. If you scroll down at the endpoint, yeah, see. So this is the endpoint. Okay, so using this endpoint, we will connect to the RDS instance using the MySQL Workbench, which is the port 3306. So now we just completed with the step 1. Next, let's go to the step 2. Install MySQL Workbench, which is already installed, and establish a connection to create MyDB. Okay. So before that, what we need is copy the endpoint. Next, username. Anyhow, password. I know the password. Next is like port number 3306. Let's go to the MySQL Workbench and try to establish a connection. So here I am just click on the plus button to create a new connection. My new connection to. So at the host name, let's copy paste the endpoint. So let's test the connection. So unable to connect the local host. Okay, so we see this here. Okay, so this is due to the by default the RDS or any of the server will be in the private. Okay, so it won't be in the public. So we need to make it the public. So let's see how can we do that. Go to the RDS instance and if you see here public accessibility no, right? Yeah. So if you see like modify option here, so go to the modify So if you see the additional configuration, right, click on the additional configuration. Here you need to access the public. Okay, so this is the main important. So using this option, you are allowing your RDS instance to the public. So click on continue. Modify DB instance. Now you are able to see that your let's refresh and go to the RDS, and if you see, like, yeah, now it was like public accessibility. So anywhere from the world you can access this database. Okay, let's go and try to connect and establish a connection using the workbench. So which reported a error earlier. Now let's see test connection. So it should go now. Now something is wrong. So I just came to the security group. I'm just changing it to anywhere. Anyhow, we have this save rules. Let's go to my workbench test connection. Yeah, now it was connected. Okay, so okay, and if you see that you don't have any schemas, okay, let's create a database here. Let's create a database called import CSV data and run it. Okay, so you see, like, successfully create database data. Okay, so if you refresh here, so you will see the import CSV data database. Okay, let's create a table here, or we can import directly. So which takes the file name as a table. So let's see how to import the data. Okay, so right click on it, table data import wizard. So share the path, C drive, data, pin code, next. So if you want to use an existing table, you can select the first option. If not, create a new table. So I'm just telling the same using the pin code. That new table name will be the pin code. Okay, I used to select this two. So if you have the same table with the name, it will exist. Okay, it will drop it. Next. So here you can specify the column and the field types here. So office text, column text, district text, the pin code integer. So if you want to change any of the variable, I mean like the field types, you can change it. So next, click on next. So click on the next. So now the data is importing from your CSV file to your DB, which takes a bit time. Yeah, it's done. Click on the next. Turn records imported. If you see the here, finish. Okay. So if you refresh here, you will able to see a table here, pin code. Okay. So select 100 rows. See, it was imported. So we have fulfilled our step 3 as well. In the step 1, we created the RDS instance, and then we connected to the RDS using the MySQL Workbench, and then import the CSV data to table. Yeah, that's it, guys. We will see more videos going on this AWS soon. Thank you.